Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts today in a skirt. I just went to the memorial for Mrs. Cowden. I had to leave early, though, because I stayed as long as I could, but my back is really bad. I know when it happened, too. I mean, you know how it is, those who've been with me for a while. We went to that spaghetti night on Wednesday, and I came out of Oakland Beach, and Mom and I were waiting for Blaine to bring the car around, like home, James. And suddenly I moved. I don't know if I went down a step, a slant, like a little slant in the parking lot. I don't know what, but I said, all of a sudden, there it was. My back was in pain, and I said, Mom, my back suddenly is starting to hurt, and it's been getting progressively worse. So I just came on here to get some sympathy from the loungers and let you know that the road noise is in full action. That I went to the memorial, and it was really nice. Sad, Mrs. Cowden actually died in December, and she's had, I think it's full-blown Alzheimer's for quite a while, so she didn't really know anyone, and a couple of her kids told me, and I won't say who, but I think it's totally normal. They basically had buried her in their own minds when she was still alive because she didn't know who they were or anything. It's a terrible thing, really. So today, for me, personally, it was like closure. The famous word that was overused in life, closure, but it really was. And she was a great woman. I might get a little teary. And really took care of all the neighborhood kids. She had good practice, and she had so many herself. There was a Cowden for everyone, for every age group in our family. That was back in the day when there were kids in the neighborhood. That baby boomer, I guess you'd say. I'm 64 birth, so I'm at the end of it. But, yeah. So it was very beautiful, and they had the one sister from North Carolina couldn't make it, so they did a thing like she recorded it and it was on the screen, and they had these memories on the screen, and I'm doing this a lot. Mrs. Cowden was very religious. Of course, I'm not. But she lost several children. Dick and Jeff and Larry and Cindy and Kim. 5. And she maintained her faith through that. That really helped her, so I'm all for it if it helps you, whatever. Not hurting anybody else. And it certainly did help her through life. She was a very patient, loving, tender woman. Very calm, and they brought that out in the thing. Like the one sister said, she's just the opposite, like more hyper like I am, for example. So anyhow, that's it. I'm home. It's overcast, a little windy today. I did see Sir Dance a lot last night. I got some photos of him. I emailed them to Osama because I'm not really sure his color. I know that sounds weird. Horses have these different colors. A golden palomino, a chocolate palomino, a bay, a sorrel, a gray, and all this jazz. He's brown to me. I thought he might be chestnut or a liver chestnut, and Osama mentioned, I just called him brown, but Osama thinks he's what they call a liver chestnut. He doesn't have any black socks, but he has a black mane and tail at times. And other times it kind of blends with his coat. I don't know. Joe was like that. Joe the pony was bay, dark bay. That means he's very dark brown with, I know this is fascinating, black socks. That means black up their leg to their knee. And then he had a white star, and he had a black mane and tail. We all know what manes and tails are, I think, at this point in our lives. But in the winter, or when he got wet, or I gave him a bath or something, he looked black. In fact, one time he got loose from the hitching post over at Ann and Fred DeWalt's, and he wasn't even tied. It was my fault. I just nonchalantly took everything off, and he's like hoody-do and decided to kind of move off from me. And back then, all I did was really chase him by mistake, not knowing the appropriate way to get him, whatever. Next thing we know, he's galloping home. He's going down Route 6. Colleen Nye was with me, and we were in her vehicle, and we're driving down the road yelling out, "Have you seen a horse go by?" And the guy goes, "Was it a black one?" Horses are always, maybe it was the white one they're looking for or something. It was really cute. So I was joking with Colleen that I should have said, "No, he's actually bay." As we drive, of course, he ended up at the pasture. That's what they do. It's nothing abnormal. It's what they do. They're not bad. They're not barn sour. They're not hideous creatures. They're horses. And a horse is a horse, of course. I'm getting silly because I took my K word that I can't mention on here, else I'll get in trouble. Yet I have a video where I talk about it exclusively. It has like 15,000 views. I'm not kidding. And I still get comments on it. But if I mention it, my privileges could be taken away. K. RATOM. Yeah, I was a little late with taking it, so here I am. I've taken that stuff everywhere. On a lift, helping Joel paint. That lift, remember, I took it there. I took it in the Barbara J bathroom. The other night I took it alongside the road, leaving the horse. I've not taken it on horseback because I haven't had the opportunity. Just name somewhere. Restrooms across the right at the table. It's legal, so you know. It's Silver Shores. I down some. It's crazy. I'm rattling on, aren't I? I have to go work on the game, and I'm kind of putting it off. You know, I forget what we've done year to year. Last year when we did Janet and Zoe, it was all in the form of WMB, What's My Bag, where I give one clue at a time, Sweet Jesus, and then I move on to the next one and the next. And by then, people are usually guessing it. So I'm going to try to bring those over to the new system. I'm really writhing. I better get out of these lovely dress clothes. I love the skirt, though. See the color? I'm going to get out of these clothes, and Mars is looking at me. Mars is looking really good. I'm going to go down on ice for a while, and then I'm going to do this game. So, I'm not sure if Janet's going to be able to attend tomorrow, but I'm not going to put off celebrating her any longer, damn it. She's getting celebrated. She can watch it back. Blaine went to visit her recently. They're Spanish friends. Evidently, they were in Spanish class together, and so he calls her Juanita. Here's Edna. My big Bronco. My big bucking Bronco. I don't know why I said that. She's a Chevy. Yeah, anyhow. Oh, yeah, Robin's daughter went with us last night. It was really fun. I really like Robin's daughter. Last time I saw her, she was a toddler, I think. I really do think. They moved to town when she was 1. And her, I'm going to say husband, at the time, would watch Spencer sometimes when we went out and ran around because he had the 2 little kids, too. And Spencer's like a year or 2 older than the oldest one. We had a good time. I live for Robin, and I like hanging out with her again. It's fun. All right, I'm done. This is crazy. I just went on and on and on like a roller coaster. Keeps going faster. Up, down, all around like a roller coaster. Name the group who sang that. It was a television singing family. Oh, God, I gotta go. I'm not even gonna do a closing. Over and out on Lounging with Lisa. Love you.